Thank you. That was my child who is home today because, you know, in the 80s and 90s, we had school on election day. And now, today, people can't go to school on days where there's voting, even though we have early voting, which we never had in the 80s and 90s. So I'm sorry. So when my kid is home, it messes up my whole schedule because I forget that today is a work day. So, and I had a sweater on. And it's now 70 something degrees in Atlanta, so I had to change my clothes real quick. And here I am, late, so sorry. So today we are talking about following up. Follow-ups. My team asks me all the time, how do I follow up? Who do I follow up with? So who do you follow up with? It's on your DMO every day. Tells you R for reach out. That's a follow-up. Follow up with those people. What makes a good follow-up? Well, you go into the conversation and you follow up with that conversation. So if the last thing you said was happy birthday, you follow up with, did you have a great birthday? What did you do? Or if they told you what they did, I went out to dinner with my husband. Oh my gosh, what's your favorite restaurant? I love eating out. I love my favorite steak. And then you can move that conversation. Like I can take an eating out conversation and lead it to a product conversation. Based on, you know, I love to eat steak. Oh, I love drinking a glass of red wine. Do you like wine? Yes. Red or white? What? Oh, how do you keep the stains off? I actually use a wonderful whitening toothpaste and I turned it into a 6-figure income. So I talked about my product and my business all in a conversation that started with a birthday. So this is what a follow-up is. You are following up with a conversation. What if you talked about a product and they looked at the information and didn't get back to you? Well, I don't know about you, but here on messages, like any one of you could send me a message and I may not see it for 2 weeks because Facebook does not prioritize the unread messages. They used to, and they don't anymore. So if they are not going through all their messages like we do because we're in sales, I go through all of my messages every Friday. That's Follow-Up Friday. I log every message, every single one. I mean, now I automate it. I tag it. So it's automatically tagged into a list for me to follow up with. But I used to do it by hand and I would write it on a different sheet of paper. Did I talk about a product? Did I talk about my business opportunity? Did they do a shout out for me? Did they buy from me? Those were my 4 pieces of paper. And I wrote down the name of the person for every month on a different one of those 4 pieces of paper. And I wrote down what they were interested in. Toothpaste. And I want to get that toothpaste interested into a shout out post or a business conversation or a sale or bonus all of them. Okay. So that's the funnel. You want to move your interested person into a sale, into a shout out, into a business conversation. That's your funnel. And you can do that by hand on paper. Every month you make 4 pieces of paper, interested, sale, shout out, business conversation. And you want to move those people who were interested. So everybody who was interested in a product in October, you want in November to move them to either a sale or a shout out. Usually it's a sale first, then a shout out. And then you talk about the business with them. I talk about the business with every person who's ever bought. Hey, there's a free affiliate opportunity attached to these products. Have you ever thought about making money on social media? It's free. No, I'm not really interested. Awesome. When you come across somebody who needs to make an extra $200 this month, I hope you'll send her my way. I'm looking to help somebody earn today. Done. Now I've set an intention. Now that person is going to be a customer finder for me because I've set the intention. I'm looking to help someone earn $200. Guess who the next person's going to cross their path? My husband just lost his job. My kid needs braces. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this car, part to be fixed. And she's going to say, oh my gosh, I just talked to my friend Jennifer on Facebook. She can help somebody earn $200. Like she said, it's free. Like you should really talk to her. She does this full time and they send them to me. So that is a follow-up. Follow-up on a sale. Hey, I saw that you checked out last week. Have you got your product yet? What do you think? Hey, you got your product 2 weeks ago. What are your results? I'd love to see them. Could you put up a post for me and give a review? Tag me. I'll send you something to say thank you. And I usually just send a little sample or freebie or something to say thank you, and a thank you card. Thank you so much for taking the time to do a post for me. It really helps my business so much. By the way, this business is free. If you want to turn these products into extra money, I can show you how. If you're interested in them, your friends would be too. Okay, so that's a follow-up. How many times should you be following up? I've put that in the chat, and I've put that as a post, and I've put that in the comments. 5 to 8 times, you guys. 5 to 8 times. If you have not touched them 8 or more times, then you haven't followed up enough. 5 to 8 times. And that doesn't have to always be a conversation, but if it is a conversation, it'll be less than 5 times, I promise you. So you want to be following up with everybody. So in that R section, those are people to reach out to. Follow up means follow up with the conversation. It doesn't mean ask them about your business. Like if you just said happy birthday to them, or hey, Jenny, thanks for the connection. I look forward to getting to know you on Facebook. By the way, what do you do that keeps you busy on social media? You're not going to go in and say, hey, we have a sale on our toothpaste this month. Let me know if you want them. They're 2 for $25. No, that's not following up. That's a spamming. That's spamming Messenger with your information. No, a follow-up would be, you asked her, what do you do to keep you on, busy on social media? Oh, I actually do direct sales. Oh my God, so do I. I'm in the same, industry as you. What company are you with? How long? And then you start talking about your company and, what do you love about it? What do you hate? I love that question. What do you love about it? What do you hate about it? Because the hates are the pain points. And if your company solved any of those pain points, I usually come back with, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with mine. We're completely free. I never have to ask anybody for money, so I totally get it. Asking people to spend $600 to go in on a kit is really hard. That's the thing she hates about it. Then that's when I come back with, oh God, I know how you feel. We're actually free over here, so I can't even imagine. Am I asking her to jump ship? No. Am I asking her to join my business? But I'm saying, here's what I love about mine. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. So the follow-up with the conversation. Exactly this is what I say. I said this to my team member last week. Would you say that to her in Publix? If you just met her in Publix, is this the next thing you would say to her? I want you to look at my business opportunity. I teach women how to earn money on social media. Would that be the next thing you said to her in the line at Publix while you're waiting to check out your groceries? If it's not, then it should not be on social media either. So you don't want to act like a weirdo on social media, like you have no social skills. Like, let's act like you would in person, which should look like this. Oh my gosh, that bag is so cute. Where did you get it? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, my husband bought it for me. I would never spend this much money on a bag, blah, 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 blah. I don't even have a job. Oh, really? What do you do? I actually, in between careers, I used to work. I loved it, but now I just want to stay home with my kid, da, 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 blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? That's so cool. I know so many people who are interested in doing that. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from, here. Really? Oh my gosh. So am I. Where did you go to high school? I went to here. Oh, when did you graduate? That is so weird. Okay. Man, I hope you don't think this is weird, but can we connect on social media? Because I don't meet a lot of people who are from here. Sure. I give them my cell phone with my profile open and I say, send yourself a friend request. I would love to connect with you on social media. So they can send their self a friend request from my phone. And then if they change their mind later, they can delete it. And if they accept it, if I accept it and they stay there, then the next message they're going to get is, hey, Cindy, I loved getting to know you at Publix. I hope we run into each other again. Hey, it looks like from your social media page, we are very like-minded. I would love to get a glass of wine sometime. That's an actual conversation I have had in real life, okay? I can see some people here watching right now who have been asked, hey, you want to get a glass of wine with me? I was not saying, hey, you want to buy my crap? No, I'm like, hey, come get a glass of wine with me. I need friends. In fact, I just got back from, and the reason why I'm late is because I met someone on social media. We have a similar situation with our kids, and I was having the second mom date with her talking about our kids, and we were having brunch, and this is the only time she could do it because she's still driving her kid around, which is one of the things we were talking about. So I met her on social media. Did I go and say, hey, you should buy my things? You should join my business? No, But when she showed me a picture of her daughter, which is super gorgeous, she's like, she is so into makeup, so into beauty. I'm like, oh man, I could teach a girl like that how to make a lot of money. That's what I do. I actually help people make money on social media, repping those, makeup, skincare, all the things that you see on TikTok. And she's like, oh my gosh, really? Didn't ever say anything after that, but I planted the seed. But genuinely, I like hanging out with the girl. Like, I don't care if she ever joins my business or buys a single thing from me. I found a new friend and we can have coffee and we can talk about our struggles with our children. That's what I'm here for. So when you get mentally here for it, like be down for it. Be here for the relationship. Be in it for I'm honestly, curiously wanting to know about you. Not because I want it to be a sale, because that's lack. That is lack mindset when you go into how can I force them into conversation? How can I ask them about my business? I'm only friending them because I want them to buy from me. That is a greedy lack mindset, and you will never make it in direct sales if that's what you're doing. So be curious about people. Honestly want to meet people. When I first moved from one city to another, I put out a post on social media and said, who can come have wine with me? I never talked about my business or service with them. I just met these random strangers for a glass of wine because I was moving to a different place and I wanted to have some girlfriends that I could have wine with. And I'm still friends with half those people who showed up that day. And some of them buy whitening toothpaste from me. Actually, probably all of them buy whitening toothpaste from me. But that wasn't the intent. And the reason why they bought it is because I never asked them to be honest. They were like, hey, could you bring me some of that whitening toothpaste? Because I'm going to drink some red wine tonight and I have a photo shoot tomorrow morning. Honest story. So follow up with everyone. Who should I follow up with? Everyone. It's on your DMO list. Every day I tell you who to follow up with. This isn't rocket science, you guys. You just do it. And a side note, stop waiting for the evidence of it working to work it. So I've heard from several people last week during my coaching calls that they are waiting to see evidence for what they're doing is working to actually do more work. Can you understand how that is impossible? So that's like the chicken and the egg scenario. If there's no egg, there's no chicken. If there's no chicken, there's no egg. You can't wait for one or the other to get the other thing. Do you understand what I mean? So if you are waiting for evidence of what you are doing to prove that you should do more of it, you're never going to see it. So you have to do it without any evidence that it's working in order to finally see that it's working. So you decide, I'm going to do this regardless of the evidence I see because I know that it will work. And you show up with the belief that it will work. You show up with the belief that it already did work. And then you keep doing it. Because the actions that you're doing here, that I'm training you to do here, they're not going to show up as evidence that it's working for 6 to 8 weeks. And a lot of people will not do all of this work for 6 to 8 weeks with zero feedback that it's working. I did. I had no feedback that it was working when I first started. I have showed you posts, my old posts, where they were getting 2 likes and 0 comments. And I kept posting. 5 years later, I didn't stop. And that's why I'm here today. So you don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to have influence. You don't have to even know how to put up a post. But I'm telling you, if you learn how to do these things and you don't stop doing them because you don't see evidence of it appearing, then you will be successful. You will find success. And it will be what carries you through the rest of the ups and downs, because I'm telling you, it's all up and down with this business. But you decide that you are important enough to show up for your business, and you do it. And don't let yourself down. Who are you letting down when you don't show up for your business? You're letting you down. And if letting yourself down is okay with you, that's a whole nother conversation that you need to have with your upline. And I'm coaching mindset right now. So mindset coaching calls, I will continue to do them for free until the end of the month of December to anyone, doesn't matter what team they're on. After that, I'm not charging for them, but I'm also not doing them for anybody who isn't directly on my team. So my team or my downlines team, if you're not on my team, I will not coach for mindset after December. So if you want a mindset coaching call with me between now and the end of December, let me know and I will plug you into my calendar. I've been doing these. They are so fun, you guys. I had somebody say, oh my God, did you record that? I want to go back and listen so I can understand my aha moment. and my Zoom was not working correctly, so I couldn't freaking record it. And I was like, oh God, when somebody comes back and says, I wish we had a recording of that, you know it's working. So let me know if you need a mindset coaching call, and I'm happy to get on the call with you. And go follow up with people. Literally, it's on the DMO. If you don't have the DMO, it tells you how to get it in the featured post. And you guys go knock it out today. Go follow up with 25 people. Do it. I promise you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it until it starts to pay you. And if it takes 4 weeks, okay. If it takes 6, if it takes 8, keep doing it until it pays you. All right. Bye, you guys.